Gaffer, thanks for joining us. It's Colchester at the weekend. How's the mood heading into that one?
Yeah, same as normal. As I keep saying every week, it's everyone's looking forward to the game, especially after last week, and it's nice to see a few boys training again. So no, nothing but positives.
What do you think we can expect from our opponents at the weekend?
Same as you can expect from all of them. A very tough game. Got good people, manager who we know well, and listen, it's like any game that you're going to away from home. You've got to be prepared that, especially now with the crowds back, it's a different challenge now, and we're just ready for it, to be fair.
I know you spoke about it in your post-match on Saturday, but it must be pleasing to know that players like Joel Lynch, Tom Nichols coming back, we've got a couple of games now, got Tuesday, Saturday, I think, and then another Tuesday on the 5th of October. Got, a few running games now. It's pleasing to get those sort of performances, under the belt, so we're ready for those tough running games.
Yeah, providing everyone stays fit, because we've still got quite a few still injured. Sometimes they could be too much, if you know what I mean. You just hope that the lads come through it. They're training hard, they're working hard, and working hard to get fit. The secret now is to keep them fit and stay fit. But we're not the only club with problems. Everyone's got their problems, and we can only play and put out what we can do. And all the lads at the minute are chugging at the bit.
So you mentioned there the win on Saturday. I'm sure the lads were absolutely buzzing after that, and just ready to sort of turn that into more momentum and try and pick up a few more points on the road as well.
Yeah, as I said to you, the lads are always buzzing, because it's different if you're not creating things or doing things. We just needed a couple of things to break our way, and Saturday it was our, I suppose, I wouldn't say luck because we earned it, but you score in the last minute, you take that every day, wouldn't you?
Cool. Yeah.
You said a couple of weeks ago about how you were frustrated because you haven't been able to put out the team you want to put out. How close do you think you are to getting that team with the likes of Nichols and Joel?
If I got close to that, then I think I'd give the game up, because you're always looking to improve it. But listen, it's a credit to the lads that have come in to do well, and have done well, I should say. And we can only put out what you can put out, because people surprise you, people do things that when they've come in, like Joel, we knew he was a good player and don't have the career that he's had without doing it. And it sets you, your mind at rest. Tony's been missing all this week. He's been in hospital very ill, but he's okay now. So that knocks that back. So you've just got to move on and keep looking, and hopefully the lads will come through it. And you need the backup to be as good as what you've got in front of you.
I know you're not a great one for looking at the league table, but you win Saturday, you win Tuesday, suddenly you could be in a playoff position. I mean, just shows you how tough and tight this league is, doesn't it?
Yeah, but then you lose the two of them, you could be in a relegation position. So, it's apples and oranges, isn't it? You're always looking to win every game you go to, but you start worrying about that now, you might as well go and sell the kit and go and have a drink somewhere. Put yourself under that sort of pressure. There's no need, is there?
No. And I understand you were at the game at Horsham on Tuesday night. Is that something you do a lot? And are you there just to enjoy football, or are you there still looking for
I've been going to games since, I can't remember when, and we're always going to games. Lee went to one Tuesday, Lewis went to one, Dean went to one. It's, players ain't going to fall through your letterbox. And I knew that from years ago, and it's nice just to, get out and have a look, see what's about and see what's going around. Meet a few of the fans that are there that are, everybody seems to be buzzing, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah. And what about the standard of that level of football? Are you impressed with what you've seen?
Listen, I'm the most critical person in the world. It's not my judgment. The lads that are playing that, I managed at Horsham, as people know, years and years ago. It's never the levels. You just see what you might think would help us as a team. Otherwise we wouldn't have got the likes of Mac Watters and people like that in.
Thank you.
John, you're talking about places buzzing. This place must have been really buzzing at the weekend. What did that feel like for you as a manager when that 90-minute goal went in? Describe that feeling, can you, as a manager?
Yeah, I was still biting my tongue at the 89th minute when we let the goal in, to be fair. It's just an accumulation of all your work and the work that the boys have put in, and especially the way we've been playing. You still think, oh, here we go, we're going to lose, something's going to happen. But it's just, I think it's more relief than anything else. For everybody, you can feel it in the crowd. It was, for whatever reason, you put yourself under pressures, and it was just nice to get the result, to be honest.
And after the 18 months we've had, so difficult for everyone, what does it mean to you to have performances like that for the fans? I mean, what what does that mean to you after such a difficult time?
Oh yeah, it's when people say about the crowd getting behind you, you got to give them something to cheer and you got to give them something to get behind. And the fans here are, it's been well highlighted, my opinion of them all. They've been fantastic, and long may it continue, because I think they could see what we're trying to do here, and they appreciate it when it happens, and they don't appreciate when it goes wrong, which you expect. But listen, we're all together. It's as simple as that, really. You know a lot of them, and they know that we want to win as much as they do.
And away, is that, now that fans are back, is that away, is that a difficulty away this time? They've been playing behind closed doors for so long. Going away, that away form is perhaps not where you want it to be. Do you think the away fans have an element of impact on that this season so far?
You'd be silly not to think so, but if you let that worry you, you shouldn't be playing football, because, quoting a few of the old managers in the past, and that, if you shut the crowd up, you've done your job. It's the opposite of what you want at home. You want the crowd to get behind you and cheer you on and what have you. So it's rough with the smooth, When we was at Bournemouth and places like that, you go to the Premier League grounds and you see it absolutely chock-a-block, but you can't really hear it after 20 minutes if you're doing well. If you're losing, then you hear every echo, everything. But no, listen, they're good fans at Colchester, so they'll be behind their side anyway, and so they should.
How much momentum from that win do you take into this weekend? I mean, it must give the boys a real lift to go from such a brilliant win into this weekend? Yeah,
but we've been playing well. It's different if we've been playing bad, and I think it was just to get that foot over the line that you suddenly think, right, and you can see the lads that haven't played, getting fitter, more importantly. And touch wood, it's just surviving with no injuries. So, we've had a good week's training, and long may it continue, because you're only as good as your last game, to quote another statement, and we've got to make sure that we go there fully prepared, and they will be. People forget that sometimes, that there is another side when you play. Everyone says to you, you ain't doing this. You're like, well, hold on a minute, give credit to the opposition sometimes, because we don't let people come here. We do our work as much as they do their work on us, and that's the whole point of football. Whoever on the day does their job better than the opposition wins the game.
And just one final one for me. Do you take much notice of positions in the table at this so early in the season? Does that play on your mind, or is it just getting into the next game, getting on with the next game?
No, the only position I'm worried about on the table is make sure I'm up first for the chicken. That's the only thing I'm worried about.